दोस्तों जिद हो तो ऐसी नहीं तो ना हो. Today I'm going to talk about a very famous story of Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Year was 1963 in Italy. So there was a guy by name Ferroccio Lamborghini, and he was a tractor manufacturer. So he was doing very well. He was famous for his tractors in Italy. So बहुत अच्छा he was doing. And पास के गांव में there was another guy by name Enzo Ferrari, famous Ferrari sports car owner. So now this guy, Ferroccio Lamborghini, actually had a Ferrari car, and he was not happy with the clutch of the car. So he thought that let me go to Enzo Ferrari's house and spend some time, give him some feedback. And this is also a story of how to not treat a customer. So he was having problem with the car, so he thought, Mr. Ferroccio thought, let me go and meet Mr. Enzo Ferrari. So there was a nearby village by name Miralene. So he went to that village and he knocked the door, and then he said that I have come from the neighboring village and I have got a Ferrari and I wanted to meet Mr. Enzo Ferrari just to give him some feedback. Mr. Enzo Ferrari was so much egoistic that he was not happy to have this guy giving him feedback. Now, what Lamborghini guy told, what Ferroccio Lamborghini told, he said that there is a problem with the clutch in my car, and as I have been manufacturing tractors, so I can give you a very simple advice by which you can actually make the clutch better in the car, and that can help us. That can help the brand. Enzo Ferrari was upset. He thought that this tractor guy giving me feedback on clutch on Ferrari. So he didn't like it and he got angry and he said, Mr. Lamborghini, you are making tractors, so you focus in your tractors. Let me focus on the cars. तुम अपना ट्रैक्टर पे फोकस करो, कार के बारे में बोलने की ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है. And Lamborghini guy was so furious. He went back. He felt insulted completely. He thought I am a customer and I'm giving him feedback and also giving him suggestion because he himself was an engineer. So he thought that this suggestion he would like, but it didn't happen. And he was so furious. He was so sad. Just within 4 months, he built up a new small factory, and he thought that he will now enter sports cars and he will make better cars than Ferrari. And you won't believe it, 1964, there was a car show in Turin, and first Lamborghini 350 GT was introduced. And whatever cars were made were all sold. Now what happened? Let's go back. Enzo Ferrari, he was always a little egoistic. So he had a team. He had a team of engineers. He had a team of people who were into designs and all. So their chief design engineer, he came to Mr. Ferrari's place and he said, Mr. Enzo, your wife Laura, so she's messing around, giving instructions on the production floor. So we really want that Laura should not come and interfere in the work there. Mr. Ferrari was so furious. Rather than taking advice from his team, he fired all 5 of them on the spot. And these guys felt so bad. They started a company. Competing with Ferrari in the neighboring town. And this is where Ferroccio Lamborghini, he approached those 5 engineers, and those 5 design engineers were helpful in coming out with the first GT. 1965, there was the next one, which was Lamborghini Mori. And this is the first time that Ferrari felt the competition in a very big way. And I don't want to go into the full history now, how the whole Lamborghini journey happened. But what is important to learn from here is always treat your customer in a good way. If he's giving you feedback, take the suggestion, and never have so much ego that it creates competitors in the marketplace. Then Lamborghini actually changed hands, and today what we see the Lamborghini on the street is actually owned by Audi. You know I love cars, so I thought this great story I would share with all of you. जिद हो तो ऐसी, नहीं तो ना हो. So do your best. If something tough happens to you, reciprocate with toughness. All the very best.